Hello, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at how we can stop holding on to expectations. So I decided I wanted to pull out these three decks. I have two tarot decks of the Light Seers Tarot and the Tarot of Curious Creatures, and then I have, I'm gonna put that in there. Then I have for Oracle, I have the Sacred Creators. Well, if you notice, they kind of look the same. It's because they're all of Chris Ann's stuff, and I was just drawn to it because and it's interesting. I will tell you a story about that. But before I start, just in case someone taps on and they're like, I don't know if this is a message for me. I want this to be your message because this message is about letting go of expectations when you're trying to do anything, when you're trying to manifest, when you're trying to heal, when you're trying to connect with people, when you're trying to figure out things. You have to let go of expectations. And that is um, looking at how we're holding on to them. So calling in the collective to let this reading be something that's going to help whatever flows through me to come out, and for the collective and myself as well, that we get something where we see where we can stop expecting, stop waiting, stop wanting, and be open to what the universe has for us and letting that flow in, right? And not expecting it to be this in this package. Like, I want a yellow box with a pink bow and polka dots. No. And so that's just an example. So it could be like, it has to be this tall, he has to be 6 foot, brown hair, something like that. No, it doesn't have to be that. And you have to let go of the expectations, so the universe, so God has something to work with and mold bigger for you. Okay. Like this dream job, I want it to be it has to be in, so say it has to be in, say you live in New York. It has to be in New York, and it needs to be in the business district. I don't know. I think there is a business, or it can be in Brooklyn. And you're putting these too many things on it. No, you have to be a little more open to things. Like be open to saying, okay, maybe I'll have to travel more, or maybe I'll have to move here, or maybe he's not 6 foot. He's only 5'9". You know, maybe I go. So, those expectations. Like, well, I can tell you one of mine. Mine is during this process of me working out, now a long time. I'm like, I want to have a flat stomach, and I want to make my ass smaller. I want it to be smaller, and yeah, no, I feel like my ass has gotten bigger, and my stomach has gotten smaller, but I it's not but at the same time, my arms have gotten smaller, and I finally feel like my breasts are gotten a little smaller, but at the same time, I'm more flexible within my body. I'm a lot more healthier. Way like my health was already at a good standing. Now it's like superb. Like my health is really well because of me taking care of my body more and working out every day and changing up, things. And I'm a lot more flexible. I have more energy, all of those things. So, and not having that expectation of, I have to have a flat stomach. I have to have a flat stomach. I have to have, even though I want a flat stomach, and there's nothing wrong with wanting a flat stomach or wanting that. It's just while you're going through the journey to get to that place, being open to other things that are taking place. I know I'm looking at my flowers, and yes, they're going to go away today. I'm going to have a nice little thing from them, but letting go of that. And so that's what we're going to be pulling on today. As I said this, I want you, if you don't listen to the reading, I want you to take this assignment with you. I want you to take the assignment of, I came across Sia today and this song called I Forgive You. I want you to meditate to that one, and to Courage to Change. Those two things came up, and oh my God. The first one, I Forgive You, I bawled because it was I was able to go in that song. I was able to sit there and meditate and to go back to those places that I needed to forgive and take my energy back. Sometimes it's just forgiveness is a getting the energy that you put into it, taking it back. Because that's your shit. That's your energy. That's not anyone else's. And to have that, that's like parts of your, taking parts of yourself back. Okay. Let's get into this reading. Okay. Um, Holding on to expectations. We are going to start with the Light Seers Tarot. It was the out of the decks when I first got tarot, it was the one of the first decks. I bought two decks. I bought a Rider-Waite deck and I bought the Light Seers Tarot. And it's interesting if you've heard Chris Ann speak or anything, she will tell you about her creations. And this Light Seer Tarot is actually out of these three that I'm talking about. She was in different places with each one of them, and it's actually the Light Seer is like the last one of the ones that I'm looking at where she was, and the Sacred Creators was like where she started, and that was the last one I got. And I'm like, so it's an interesting her journey. I feel like I really relate to her journey in my own stuff, and usually you can in your own stuff, but mine goes backwards. Yay. So, Light Seers. Yeah, they already gave us a card. The universe was like, you need this. You need this one. You need that card. And I love it. I'm going to get another one because what they gave me is beautiful. I'm laughing because it's amazing. If they give me a 4, I will fall out of my chair. I'm not even playing. I'm gonna fall out of my chair. If they give me a 4 card. Oh, they didn't. They didn't give me a 4, but they gave me something beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm even taking the bottom card. We're taking 4 cards. That's what we're doing. That's where I'm getting that 4 from. Yes, baby. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2 of Swords. Yeah. Totally. Where we're at. When you can't make decisions. When you hold expectations on anything you're manifesting, anything you're wanting, anything you're trying to heal, any of that energy, any of it, you can't make decisions. You're in your head. Everything's indecisive. Nothing is clear, and you don't know what direction to go in. And it's like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? And it's a total mind blown. It's like your mind effed. I don't want to say the deep F word, but it's like your mind blown totally with this 2 of Swords. And so coming into the energy of that's what you're in when you hold on to expectations. So letting us know when you're holding on to these expectations, no, you're not going to see clearly. No, you're not going to be able to make an important decision. And no, you're not going to be able to hear your intuition or the divine talking to you, telling you. So when you free this, when you start to let this go, when you let go of your expectations, when you're not wanting it and expecting this, and 3 of Wands, things start to move. There we go. We have these wands here because it's like, okay, now my ships are coming in. Now it's time for me to jump out on this board and take that adventure to do this. Now I know which way to go because you've gone to it 2. Remember I was saying 4 because I was at 2, 3. Good. So you have this 2, and we are at a 4 because I picked 4 cards. So we're moving up. You get to progress. You move forward when you get out of those expectations. So letting go of your expectation, not expecting this and wanting this, and saying I'm going to be open to this. I'm open to this. Like being open to, example, abundance. I know one of my funnest things I ever came across early on my path when I started becoming more spiritual was getting the whole download one morning, waking up and having this whole download over joyous abundance. And I did a podcast on it. But I wrote all about it too. I just started writing, and if you see me in all my notebooks around, you'll find me with all these my writings with just random downloads that I get. And this download about joyous abundance, about abundance not being just money and things, but happiness. And like when I come to you and I'm talking to you right now, this joy, this happiness that I have inside of you, if you saw me a couple days ago, you were like, where was that? Well, I don't always have this joyous abundance comes. This is a gift from the universe that I'm able to have this joy, this happiness. Yes, I choose to be happy, but I choose to see it, and I don't, and not staying in my stuff, because I got some stuff, but I have to release my stuff. So seeing abundance, I'm just giving you an example, but of expectations, and so saying you're wanting abundance, well, maybe the universe doesn't see that you need abundance in financial way. Maybe they see of friendships, you need abundance of time to rest. That get the gift of taking a break, that's abundance is for you. But I'm saying things come in differently, not what you're expecting all the time, but what comes in is what you need at that moment. So the sun, opening yourself up to whatever wants to, the universe wants to shine into you. Like, okay, so doing, saying, I'm open, I'm open to whatever you want to give me. I'm open um, to meeting new people. I'm open to, that job that I don't think I should go into. I'm open to this. I'm open to start this writing because you've asked me to, and that's also trust as well, like having the trust, to follow your intuition too, and just being open to it. So that's the thing, being open to it. And this is going to, I took that bottom card, I said I wanted that four. So the full, this is going to put you in this beautiful new start, this new beginning, and it's yours, and it's so vibrant, and I love, this is my favorite fool, because again, look at that sun. If you see their arms wide open, you started off with, like, if you look at the arms, they're closed. It's like, no, I'm closed off. This is so close to off, and this is slowly up, like, okay, and looking in that direction and saying, okay, I'm going to be more open, and then just saying, okay, look, I'm all in. And I love that the all in cards are major arcanas. It's going to be, it's big, it's fulfilling, it's new, you know? So take that leap of faith. Go for, say, okay, I'm going to just do this. And so going through that cycle of, okay, you're letting go. So let's look into, I feel like that letting go was something that you had to do in the past, and it came to, and I think that these current cards are the past and present, or something you, yeah, or presently, which you need to. And so I think right now, the tarot of this curious creatures, I feel like this is the future. Okay, that's what I feel. I feel, and I'm hearing two cards, and this is going to be our future outlook, you guys, of what can be of this, by taking these actions, by being open to these these beautiful new beginnings. So what is it? Oh, oh. Yeah, it told me to, and that one went on the floor. I'm not gonna, I'm not giving it to y'all. I'm not gonna give it to you. Okay, so we have death, which is transformation energy. So definitely change. Like, and we had a change. We have change because if you take that two of swords and that three of wands, even though it went up, it's also a five, and we know fives are all about change, and it can be about conflict and chaos and death. We know Death is transformation. We know that it is going through a process, letting go, metamorphosis. Oh my gosh, there's a butterfly there. Yesterday, I asked the universe for a sign because it kept telling me to do something, and I was just like, I don't want to do that. I don't know if I don't, and it was, you don't trust yourself and you don't trust the universe. And so I said, okay, fine, God, fine, give me a sign, give me a sign. So I'm out in the yard walking, and I stop in my tracks, and there's this big old fat, it is a huge, big fat green caterpillar, and my grass is green, and I stop, and it makes me stop in my tracks because I notice it, and it was camouflaged in really well, but I noticed it, and I've got 1155. Yeah, 55. There we go. We got the change right now. Um, I noticed it, and I stopped. It stopped me in my tracks, and I was just like, I have to transform what I'm thinking. I have to come out of this. I have to come out of this. I have to let go of knowing. That was one of my, like, letting go of that knowing. You have to transfer out of that old energy and let what needs to be changed change. You have to go through this transformation. You got to go through this metamorphosis. I can use all the fancy pansy words for death and rebirth, and that's kind of what the lights here. She has rebirth on there. She has death, but she has rebirth on there, and that's what this is. It's like, okay, this old way of thinking, the old way of doing, the old way of feeling, it has to change. So it could be any or all of those. Which once you do, it's so fun. Look at that. We have the Three of Pentacles. It's like, okay, you're ready, and you open yourself up to trusting. Go to the Three of Pentacles. That means that you can work with others, and you're more open to it, and you're more trusting. Like, there for me in moments in time where I don't trust, and um but at the same time, going through this and going through a lot, you are able to build up your discernment of what you're supposed to trust and who you're supposed to trust. And so leading you to this, like, oh my gosh, that's my crew. That's my people. I can trust them. I am going to lean on them, because they're leaning on each other. I'm going to lean on them with some of this heavy baggage. I'm going to let some of this, I'm going to release some of this and get this off my chest. I'm going to, you know, let this go, and letting some of that go, and of what you expect, and just was like, okay. And I love this top, like her in the top, because again, it reminds me of the Fool, arms open and just going for it. And I will give you guys the card that fell on the floor. Oh my gosh, that was a mess. What is that? Is that a dog? I don't know what this. Or is that a baby? I think that's a dog. Okay. Okay. So we do have a Ten of Cups. I was looking at this down here. Like, Is he a little dog? I think he's a little dog there. But this is, coming to this something that you've gone through. If you're at a 10, you hit that 9. What you wish for emotionally, what is fulfilling to you. You're at this height. You get to go to this heightened place. Once you go through this transformation, this metamorphosis, and accept help. I'm feeling this. Accept help, and accept working with others, and leaning on others, and also lifting others up. But I just thought of a rap song, and it's like, put your back into it. I don't know what song that's from. I can't think of it. But that came to my mind. I'm a mess. Okay, so but this beautiful Ten of Cups, like, this is everything. This is no fake Ten of Cups. This is like, you've been through some stuff. You've been through that Two of Swords of unknowing, and that Three of Wands was like, okay, it's time, it's go time, and just that sun energy of accepting and taking that leap of faith and going through the transformation and the metamorphosis, um, and working with others, and getting this beautiful what you want, across the board. in your heart and soul and mind and body, right? So let's get something from the Sacred Creators Oracle, and then I'm going to pull a pretty painting picture for you and read about it for you. And you're like, what is a pretty painting picture? It's a pretty painting picture. I call them pretty. Maybe you were like, I don't know. Unstick the stuck. Is this not stuck in a rut right here? Oh my gosh, that totally lines up. Unstick the stuck. That's and we have blue, and that's like, blue to me is always throat chakra, but it's clear, like clear blue sky, like seeing clearly, like it is clear, it is crystal clear, like crystal clear of what you need to do, what you need to tap into, what direction you need to go. So think of that. What is clear? What is your intuition telling you? Crystal clear to get unstuck. If you're feeling stuck, unstick the stuck. Okay, I'm actually gonna take a quick look. What number is that for? Oh my egg! Oh my goodness! I'm not gonna tell you something about that one. I'm gonna leave that one to myself. It says busting out of the sticky energy, breaking stagnation, seeing the pattern of your rut, integrating a message or a lesson, success. Yes, that sun is success. Like getting out, it's time to bust through the confines of a current pattern that you've got going. This may be an overall sticky pattern that you are experiencing, or it may be showing up in one small area of your life. Either way, it's time to dust away stagnation energy and give things a fresh glow. No more stalling. If a situation, relationship, expectation, or unwanted responsibility weighs heavily on your heart, or if the dense energy of habits is making you feel like you have limited control over your circumstance, it's time to look at the relationship you have with your rut. It is so familiar that it feels like it's a part of you, or it could be serving you in some sneaky way. Mm. The expectation, if a situation, or expectation, or expecting, yeah, expecting, sometimes our ego accepts the rut because it keeps challenges, fears, and possible failures at bay. Remember that you always have a choice to find the tools, help, and energy that you need. Unstick the stuck to welcome your momentum and willpower to achieve. Remember that. Remember I said, getting the help, the willpower, any of that. And these could be, sometimes these will be people that the divine puts in your life, books. It could be so many different things that can be put into your life that get you unstuck. Okay, unstuck. Now let's get our pretty picture. I don't know what pretty picture we're gonna get, but I'm gonna show you a pretty picture, and I'm going to get what our pretty picture. Well, I don't want two pretty pictures. I just want one, please. Can I just have one pretty picture? Oh my God, they try to give me two, and I was aiming for one. Oh, they're gonna stay down there. Nope. I just want one. Just want one, and they know it. Is it? What's really going on? Oh, I did. Mm. Mm. What is that? Honesty. I was reading my angel card for the week. I think this one, oh my God, you know what this is? I think this is a crossroads. This pretty picture. This pretty picture is a crossroads picture. Yeah. Oh, well, no, it's not the crossroads. It's he 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 works at the crossroads, and he is I'm just gonna read. Let me see if I can find it. Uh, like wow. Where are you at? You guys are like, what are you reading? These, this is what, this is what he told me. If I can find him. Oh my gosh. There he is. It says, yes, I can show up in a mask and sometimes have illusions around me, but I bring light at the crossroads. I shine myself to the direction that helps you move forward. I sometimes put on a show, but rest assured that I can guide you in the darkness. I may have some fun along the way. If it gets too comfortable, stop and ask for help when you need it. Remember, you're too comfortable. You need help. Ask for help. I will force your dreams to be seen. I will cut through the unnecessary and bring truth forward in profound ways. But you will get to your destiny in one piece and stronger than you started. Okay? There is a little more, and I'm going to go into it because that is, yeah. So that is what Alago wants to tell you. Okay? That this is a start of something that I wanted to share. My pretty pictures that are not fully complete, but yeah. So if you need help, ask for it. Oh my God, this card is strong, isn't it? Like leaning on others, getting that guidance, getting help when you need it. What was the card before that? The transformation. If you need help through your transformation, through that metamorphosis, sometimes in the process of change, a butterfly, when it's trying to come out of its cocoon, it struggles. Sometimes it struggles to break it open, and sometimes, something interesting happens. Maybe it wiggles too much, and that cocoon breaks and falls on the ground. Well, when it falls on the ground, sometimes the ground helps it, or if it gets pecked by a bird, the bird helps it. So think of those things in nature that does things naturally, but because they're following their natural rhythms that God has given them, because they're always in tune. Unlike us, we don't stay in tune. We have to get in tune. We have to get in line. And it's a process, and it's okay to ask for help. All right. Okay, guys, that was our wonderful message of holding on for expectations, like letting those go. That is pretty much just letting. You have to let that go. Even me. When I say we have to let that go, I mean we have to let that go to move forward. Even myself, I have to let some things go. I have to drop them and not expect. Like I was telling you about, my wanting to be a certain, have a certain, my stomach be a certain way. I have to let that go. How that will work out for itself. It'll work out in time, and I need to not have expectations like it has to be this. Um, Especially when you're on a spiritual path as well. Like I could see if you're training for the Olympics, you need to be, depending on what you're doing, like you need to be hitting this constantly, like a certain time, or, doing a certain move, being able to land that move. That is different than your spiritual journey, your physical when it comes to that types of things, or even like at work where I have to have this done. You have these deadlines. That's totally different than relationships. It's totally different with your spiritual connections. It the divine brings in things in a certain way. Okay, so let go of those expectations. Let that stuff. It's time to get unstuck ourselves. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.